Yes, I have a question here in Temple. Speak up nice and loud, though.
Okay, so this is kind of related to the last one, but a little bit different. Can you talk about like what should a person do who has like problems with anger or is easily angered when they are in the initial stages of sadhana, and so they're still not totally there or making progress because of the sadhana, um, and like when it doesn't really have to do with something that's an injustice, like just something that they get easily triggered, or just anger is like a really quick emotion that kind of takes them over, and it's difficult to, have any intelligence when they're in that state. What can you talk about what a person should do?
Hmm. Definitely. And I will give you the real answer, the actual answer to this. When it comes to self-development in any way whatsoever, and in a moment I'll explain what I mean by this, and I'll give some illustrations to make this very, very clear. When it comes to serious self-development in any way, indeed, a person has to start. So this is what you're talking about, a person who's kind of a beginner, kind of starting. So yes, they haven't quite acquired those tools yet to deal with anger. After some time, they will. But as of right now, they don't. Of course, what happens? An individual will still find themselves in a normal circumstance. Usually they're not going to be in the midst of meditating and something will make them angry. But no, they're out in the world, whatever. Something happens. They get angry. And again, this progression that Krishna mentioned. You get angry. You're in delusion. You lose your memory. You lose your intelligence. And it happens fast. And because you've lost your memory, you've acquired a little bit of wisdom, so I really shouldn't get angry because A, B is, none of that exists in your mind right now. None of that exists in your mind right now. Right now, it's just, bam, the anger, the red hitting you in the face. This is where the struggle of sadhana now occurs in reality, in real life. In other words, even in those beginning stages, when you find yourself in that state, you are to just try and try to allow the better aspect of who you are, that is, that true self, to just somehow reach out and try to grab back at those memories. Do your best to remember what you've learned. Now the thing is, in the beginning, maybe even a slight majority of the time, you're not going to be successful. And this is why I said I'm going to give you the real answer, not a new age answer, real answer. It will be tough, but this is what's interesting. That which is happening in the real world, that event that's happening outside of your sadhana life, is not part of your sadhana. You now use this to exercise your memory, your smaranam, to remember those lessons, those teachings, that wisdom that you acquired when you were calm. And much of the time you won't be able to, but you keep practicing that. You keep practicing it, and the same way that in your actual sadhana life you grow, you become better, in the same way, when you find yourself in that state in the real world, it will become easier to have that recall. More and more, it will become easier. And what you will see is that, and in this case, you can literally see it in a quantified sort of way. A year ago, it would take me, an hour to calm down. Well, a few months ago, it got to the point where, it took me 45 minutes to calm down. Now, within like 20 minutes, I'm better. In this way, you see that you're getting better and better and better. And it will eventually come to the point where, indeed, you don't get angry, or at least you don't lose control with that anger. Now, this is the nature of any kind of growth. An individual wants to go to the gym. They want to grow physically, and I mean literally. They want to grow muscles. They want to get into shape, etc., etc. The question that you are asking is similar to, all right, I began going to the gym a month ago. I struggle to do bicep curls, with 10 pounds, but I really would like to do 35 pounds. You're not going to be able to. You can try. You can lift up the 35-pound dumbbells, and you can kind of lift it once, maybe twice. You're not doing anything. You're not helping yourself. You're not actually growing muscles by doing that. It has to be systematic. No, start with the 10. That's all you can lift. Indeed, you're doing 10 pounds, and you can do maybe 10 reps, and after that, you have to let go. Start with the 10, and then you go up to 12.5 pounds, and then 15, and on like this. Eventually, you're going to lift the 35. In the meantime, allow that knowledge of that progression, that natural progression, which you've seen in your own life, to give you comfort and to know you're going in the right direction. Don't castigate yourself. Don't beat yourself up because you only started going to the gym a month ago and, I can't do 20 reps of 35-pound dumbbells. Oh, what's wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you. You'll get there. You'll get there. But this is the nature of growth. There's, like I like to say, there's no magic pill. Oh, a person has started spirituality, but they also kind of have a little anger issue. You'll get better. You'll see yourself get better. But the idea that you started and, that's it, I need to get to the point as quick as possible, or I have zero anger, and the fact that I am not there yet makes me really angry. No. No. Use this as a comfort that you've seen in your own life. I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about any person who's doing progression with anything. They can see in their own lives that they're getting better and better and better. Understand that, yes, it's not magic. In the meantime, use that very struggle itself. When, you're not sitting and meditating, you're at a job, you're wherever, and some stupid person makes you angry and, you're losing it now, etc. Use that as part of your sadhana and try to jog that memory and to remember all the lessons that you've learned spiritually. And again, at first you're not going to succeed so much, but you keep trying, and the 3rd, 4th, 10th time you can remember better. And instead of being angry the whole day, now you're angry half a day. Instead of half a day, you're angry for an hour. Instead of angry for, and like that. And not only that, how often you get angry. Instead of it being once a week, it'll be every other week, once a month. Many months have passed by, and I haven't lost it in anger. It's been a whole year. Oh my God. It's been a whole year. And then eventually it gets to the point where if maybe one more time in your lifetime you lose your mind in anger, that will be it. It will happen. You never give up. Does that make sense? Good. Very nice. Thank you for that question.